I'm Gabby Lamb.
And I'm Harper-Rose Drummond.
And you're listening to Tea Time, where we talk about the nastiest, dirtiest,
naughtiest, wildest secrets.
Enjoy. She's really on her phone today.
No, something happened, you guys.
Something's always happening.
Something fucking happened, and you guys could never understand.
The drama is always, are we going? The drama is always so high over here.
Here's the thing.
What's even happening?
You just would never even get it.
Every time I look at her, okay, so this morning, no, actually the past few days, what
are you talking about?
I've been saving this to tell you.
Ew! Don't fucking. Actually, I guess I got the booger. So
no, because I know it's the only time that I can fully get your attention. Because neither of us are on our phones. The past few times I've tried talking to you, I've gotten nothing because I've been talking to you and you've just been on your phone. And I'm like, okay. I tried telling her a story a few times today in the car. Nothing.
No, what about your dream? We had a whole conversation.
We didn't have a whole conversation. I tried telling it to you three times, and then you said no, and then you were like, save it for the podcast. And that was your way. That was your way of saying, I don't feel like talking about this right now. Just save it.
Okay, it sounds extra bitchy when you say it like that, and I just meant it as like medium bitchy. Like
it's because you wanted. It's because you were checking your fucking Twitter or some shit and didn't feel like talking about
I
my
haven't even
dream.
been on Twitter today.
Do we have to introduce?
Please.
Hi,
yeah.
I'm Gabby Lamb, and this is Tea Time.
Hi, I'm Harper-Rose Drummond, and I am gonna fight my case. So here's the thing. I can't with you.
I can't with you. What episode is this? 18?
No. Yeah?
Shit, don't do this to me.
Okay, sorry. We don't know what episode it is, but guess what? It's going to be a good one. So welcome back to another episode. Hope your Thanksgivings were fucking juicy.
I hope that you didn't get into too many fights, or if you did, that they were, at least you won if you got into any fights with your family.
Unless the fights that you got into in one were about you being a neo-Nazi, then I hope you lost that one.
Yes, I do hope you lost that.
I hope you lost anything that was against abortion rights. So if you were arguing for abortion to be outlawed.
You're really on that today.
I'm really on that. Well, because I woke up this morning to an NPR article that was like, guess what? They're trying to take abortion rights away.
But they try that every few months and it doesn't work.
They do. But anyway, if you were arguing that case, I hope you lost with your family. And I hope they were like, shut the fuck up. You're so stupid. Abortion needs to be legal forever. So
okay.
Anyway, those are the things.
Anyway, back to me. I was not on my phone that much.
She literally was. I tried talking to her. No, last night I tried talking to you. You're sitting on the couch on your phone.
You were literally FaceTiming other people.
Got zero response.
If you were there, you would have been on my side.
No, he wouldn't have.
Yeah, he would have.
Lee got a haircut. It looks nice. Sharp. Looking sharp. If you guys ever saw
One day when we
Lee,
get this camera for you guys, you can see his bear suit. It's fire.
She's always hung up on the bear suit.
Never forget.
I missed you guys last week. We took a week off.
We did take a week off.
Yep. Back from Thanksgiving.
You have a good Thanksgiving? Any grandmas masturbating this Thanksgiving?
No. We did go. My grandma we got an Airbnb to host Thanksgiving in San Francisco. Do not recommend.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh.
We had to go through 2 Airbnbs. The first Airbnb, she came up with a rule the second day in that we weren't allowed to have any guests. So then we had to change.
Airbnb woman?
Yeah, the owner of the house that lived upstairs. This is boring, but when
no, Lee, guess what? It's not.
When the ad said it was a private residence and it was not. It was an in-law apartment, and then she said that we couldn't have guests. And then we got a second Airbnb, and I am a little dyslexic, and I read the dates wrong, and I got the checkout date wrong, and the checkout day was supposed to be on Thanksgiving Day. And I told him that there was a mistake, and he's like, well, I have somebody checking in at 4. I'm like, no, you don't. We're staying. And so we squatted Thanksgiving in an Airbnb.
Okay.
That is chaotic.
Yeah. I'm here for it.
Did you have more family come and stay?
Yeah, there was like 12 of us that came over and ate
you guys
dinner.
just bunkered down.
Yeah, I hit him up. I was like, we're not leaving. We don't have anywhere to go. We literally have food cooking right now. We got the next people a hotel for the night. So like we went way above and beyond.
That's good.
I paid him for an extra night and we got the next people a hotel. They were cool with it, but he was completely stressing it. He had never, and he's like, well, you're putting your problems on me. I'm like, Yeah, I totally am. And I'm sorry about that, but I have no other
like
choice.
you kind of have to because it's his residence. So like you have to kind of
Yeah.
But,
I'm
like,
like,
you
I
handled
fucked
it.
up. I'm sorry.
And that's on accountability.
accountability. You handled it. Everyone just calm the fuck down. I just think everyone should be a little bit numb.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, they should be. People should be easier going. That's all I have to say. You should have been like,
Okay.
yeah, okay, you're fine.
Yeah.
The whole world was just like, yeah.
How was
kinda
your
like-
Thanksgiving?
Oh.
Hung out with my mom. We had a show.
We had
The
a
night
show the night
before.
before Thanksgiving. That was cute.
We were in San Diego. It was cute. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Hung out. Yeah.
My Thanksgiving was cool. Some family members forgot who I was. So that was, they were like, how are we related? And I was like, don't even worry about it
Was
if you have
it
to ask.
your mom?
It was my biological birth mom. And I was like, I was cut out of you.
How
and she goes,
are we
don't
related?
recall. No, I have some
Blacked that
cousins
out.
that I never see. And they were like, oh. And then my cousin followed me on Twitter. And now we're talking again. So that's kind of cute.
Okay.
A reunion of sorts.
Speaking of cousins, did you know that most countries it is legal to marry your first cousin?
Yes. Yes.
Heard this twice this week.
I fell down a rabbit hole of this kid on TikTok who only reposts, he does like reactions to legit cousins who are like either married or dating. And his whole page, that's what it is. I wish I could, I won't get on my phone, but we should link it after. But
250,000 Americans
mhm.
are married to their first cousins.
Yeah.
Okay, don't act like you knew that. You didn't
No,
know
I
that.
honestly did.
You didn't.
Because from this TikTok's page.
You didn't know that.
Yeah, I did.
Didn't know that.
I know more than you.
Okay, so where is first cousin marriage the most popular?
Oklahoma.
Outside of the United States.
Okay.
Where?
But the second place would be Oklahoma.
Where's the first place outside the United States?
I don't feel like saying it.
She came in being like, I know more than you. Guess what?
I just don't feel like saying it right now.
I listened to fucking a TED Talk and a podcast this week. For some reason, they kept getting sent to me because I'm out here listening.
Okay. Well,
not
you would be for the cousin stuff.
So it's really popular in like Iraq and Middle Eastern countries. Arabic countries are really into marrying their first cousins.
Love it.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Pissing me off.
Proof that I didn't.
Interesting, isn't it? And then
That
this
is
woman
interesting.
who was giving the talk was like, and you know what? It's super taboo in Western countries, but there actually aren't that many issues with first cousin marriage. Like the chances of having a defected child are low. And I was
Very
like,
low, very low. But like with your sibling, very high. So
very high.
fight that urge. Okay. But then you go to cousins,
wink.
you're in the clear.
Yeah.
So
And all I'm saying, my boyfriend's going to hate this. Every time I bring this up, he's like, please stop. He hates when I talk about the first cousin marriage.
but your boyfriend did say when we played Fuck, Marry, Kill one night,
He would fuck his cousin.
his cousin Jessica.
He said she has big old honking tits.
He said she has massive cousin tits. And I
massive
said-
cousin tits.
I said, what does that mean? And then he just started drooling.
Yeah, he did.
So
yeah.
Shane, what does that mean?
He said that she has supple, bouncing breasts. He said it. Shane.
He did. And we were like, Shane, it's just Fuck, Marry, Kill.
And
You
it's
don't have to
crazy 'cause
decide.
It's crazy because we didn't even get to say the rest of the family. We were like, okay, Shane, out of your family, who would you fight? He goes, my cousin with Jessica with big fat tits. And we were like, we didn't even
He
finish saying
flipped
it.
over the table too with his erection.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He flipped it over with this fucking boner.
And then I asked my
and then,
boyfriend.
and he went like this and he went, Jessica, this is for you.
He kind of did like Hulk smash.
Yeah.
It was odd.
So yeah, Shane, you can legally marry your cousin.
Yeah.
My cousin's having a
Okay.
wedding in Italy in June.
Fun.
Which, yeah. And I texted him the TED Talk that said, is it legal to marry your cousin? I texted that to my cousin James and he wrote back and goes, wow. And I said, see you at the altar in June.
That's fun.
Yeah.
My cousin said, hey, are you still doing that bit where you tell everyone we kissed? And I said, yep. And she goes, please don't. And I said, can't.
Can't, I'm addicted.
Can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't.
It is what it is.
It gets laughs.
It
Gets
does.
laughs.
There's a callback involved. Can't take it out.
Also,
Can't take it out.
there's always a little bit of truth in comedy.
Or a lot.
way too much.
Okay. Lee, who's your most fuckable cousin? Go.
No.
Okay.
Why?
Because he doesn't want to make all of them jealous.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What if you said?
Would you say you have a fuckable cousin?
No.
Really?
It's just coming back to me right now that you just told us right before we started recording that your whole family started listening to this.
Yeah.
And then I just went straight for the jugular with that. So my bad. JK. Okay.
Yeah. No. Sorry.
All right.
Love you guys. Not happening.
Okay.
Interesting. Wait,
I did.
why are you taking
I let one
my feet are
thing.
itchy.
I let
Stop.
one
I've
thing
had this-
spill on a
just
previous episode. I think the last episode we were talking about this again.
And we
Were
will.
we?
Yeah, and I did bring up one specific cousin, and that's what you go back and listen to that.
Well, I'm going to be
Really?
honest.
We
We will
talked about
talk about this. We will find a way to work and twerk this into every single episode
It's
we do.
the best subject.
It is so funny. Oh my God. Wait.
It's so funny.
Did I tell you guys this?
Yeah.
And if I did, oh well, because it's so funny. I'm going to tell it again.
Yeah.
But I was briefly dating this guy over the summer, and on the final day of us dating, he's dropping me off, and I made him play Fuck, Marry, Kill with his cousins or his family or something, and I got him to like admit, and he like was really fighting me, and he's like, no, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do that, and I'm like, come on, be fun. I finally get him to admit which family members he would want to, and I go, ew, that's weird. You actually answered. I got out of his car and then never hung out with him again.
Shut up.
I'm being dead serious. So I am really sorry to you if you listen. But if you don't,
We know who you fuck.
Yeah.
And it's your mom.
we know who you want. It was his mom.
It's always the mom.
Mm-hmm.
Although sometimes when I play this game, when I do stand up, a lot of the times I'm starting to get that people would fuck their dads. A lot of men are like, kill my mom, fuck my dad. And I'm like,
Women
whoa.
always go to killing the dad.
Killing the
Men
dad.
go to fucking the dad. And it's like, you're never going to be him, So I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know what's going on there.
It's interesting.
That was probably our favorite quarantine game, Lee, if you couldn't put two and two together.
Fuck, marry, kill your
with,
family.
With family, yeah.
Yeah.
I usually open up my set with playing it,
Mhm.
but I've really relaxed because people stopped responding to it well. So I was like,
And I used to play this on first dates or on last dates. And last dates is when I just know that I'm never going to talk to you again.
And you make it.
And I make them say it and I go, ew. And then for the rest of their lives, they're like, I shouldn't have done that. Kind of like, never forget me,
I like it.
Thanks.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
it's
on board.
cute.
Thanks.
Cool.
You guys can steal that.
Okay, well, I already did it in my stand up, so I don't have to steal it.
I was talking to like them, like the other people to do it.
Okay, well, I don't have to steal it.
Okay, you have kind of a bad attitude today. I'm just going to call it out. You should probably fix it.
Okay. Why don't you get back on your phone?
I honestly will.
Okay. Okay, so let me talk about my dream.
Honk. Okay, go.
Everyone listening? Okay, I had a relapse dream.
Okay, what the fuck was that? Stop. Just
I
go.
wanted to let that land
I had a relapse dream last night. Lee, have you ever had one of those?
all the time.
They're fucking horrible.
all the time.
It was horrible.
Not all the time. But occasionally.
They feel so real.
Yeah.
It really bummed me out. I like started off the dream and I was like having a glass of wine and I was like, this is fine. And I won't have to like restart my day count. And then I like drank the wine and then I kept drinking beer and I was just like getting more and more fucked up in my dream. And I like, my dream felt drunk and I woke up and I was like, am I hungover?
Yeah. I have
Horrible.
I have dreams of cutting up lines all the time.
Of what?
Or not
Oh, really?
Not all the
Really?
time. Probably like once a week.
That's a lot.
No, that is a lot.
That's a
Is that
lot.
all the time?
Yeah, I'm happy
Yeah.
that you bounced that off of us so we can bounce it back and say it is a lot.
It is indeed a lot.
When I first started, it was almost every night. And
Wow,
now
really?
it's down to once a week. Yeah.
Fuck. It's
It's just dreams, though. I really have no urge.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's my subconscious loves cocaine.
yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I was
get
going to
that.
ask you, so in your dream, it was just wine?
It's wine and beer. Yeah. And it was not fun. It was fucking not fun. Because I've been like having fantasies recently about drinking.
Mm.
And then like that dream like snapped me back into like, oh, absolutely not. Again, my cousin's wedding in Italy in June. And I am a little nervous about the drinking there.
Really?
Well, I just like that's when it's like it seems like that's when it'll be so fun because it's like going to be a wedding in Italy,
You've already done sober weddings though.
but not a wedding in Italy where there's like nice wine and you're like out of the country. I won't do it.
A
But
hangover's a
And with your
hangover.
family too, where you're like super comfortable.
You're safe. We have
I
like a
get it.
place to stay in. It's gonna be fucking.
I'd be
yeah.
nervous about that too.
Right?
Yeah.
I need to fucking.
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
You know better.
I won't do it, but it still sounds. I'm like, fuck. It's gonna be fun. Like everybody's gonna be drinking.
Even if you do, it's not the it's
and
not the
always
end of the
come
world.
right back.
But I don't think you will.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah. I think we'll be
I
fine,
agree
too.
with Lee. I don't think you would.
God damn, it sounds so fucking.
I
Yeah.
would be really nervous about that.
Yeah. Right.
That's what the dream is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's in June, so we'll see. We'll see how I am by then. I'll be fine.
Wait, how long have you been sober again, Lee?
I just passed 11 months.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
And but like more than less for like 2 years. The first year I kind of skidded along.
Skidded. Okay.
Yeah.
You seem so sober. I mean, like
I've had a spiritual experience
Yeah.
as a result of the 12 steps.
you have, and
Good.
I've never
Yeah.
gotten through the fucking 12 steps. I keep bailing at step 6.
What's step 6?
Really? You get through 4 and
I get
bail?
through 4 and 5, and then
What's step 6?
Step 6 is we are entirely ready to have God remove all the defects of character. Well, typically, I mean, when I worked through it, it was you kind of did 4, 5. You did 5, 6, and 7 all in one sitting.
Mm.
It's like you do 4 and 5 in one sitting.
Well,
and then, then 6
you do 4. You do 4 by yourself, and you write everything out.
Right.
And then you do 5, 6, and I did 5, 6, and 7 all in one sitting. And I admitted the things to my sponsor.
Yeah.
And after you admit it to your sponsor, you're entirely ready for God to remove your defects of character.
Right.
And then you ask him to. Once you're ready, you ask him to, and then you do the prayer with your sponsor the first time. And then I do the prayer every day. I pray every day.
Serenity.
Yeah. Well,
I love that.
4 and 10.
Ooh, I love the 4. I love those prayers. Those are good ones.
4 and 11 I do every day. And then after so really I don't know. Really I don't know. Everybody does it differently, but my sponsor, I loved my sponsor. I owe my life to him, but he worked a very rigorous program. And so we just did 5, 6, and 7 in one sitting. And then 8 made a list of persons and made amends. And
Did you make amends?
I made a couple.
That's good.
I owe one out here.
Ah.
Yeah.
I guess I always get stuck on the index card thing. That's where I'm always like, I don't want to do this.
With the, making amends.
No, with the fucking 6th step where you have to like write out all your character defects and then write the opposite of it on the other side of the index card.
Oh, that's your sponsor. That's a sponsor thing. That's not an AA thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've had 2 sponsors that have been like,
Maybe
that.
that's a West Coast thing. I did not do that.
Okay,
Interesting.
lucky you. That's why I can't get past it. Anyway.
I'm coming up on, I think it's going to be, is it 5 weeks or 6 weeks? Yeah, when this comes out, I will be 6 weeks.
You have a counter going?
Yes, I do. And I had my first new therapy. I just got a new therapist, and I saw her 2 weeks ago, and she recommended. She was like, "Are you in program right now?" I was like, "No, this is my 3rd year trying without program." And she goes, "Well, you're gonna need to get into program if you want to keep this up." And I was like, "Okay." And then she gave me all this like intense homework. And then she ghosted me. And I was like, yes, girl.
Yes.
Honestly, just go to meetings.
Yeah.
Just go with Gabby. Like, go to a meeting.
I've been so afraid to go. I don't know what it is.
It's scary. It's scary, but once you start going, you feel so much better.
Start with Al-Anon. That's, I think, where your issues lie.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. Because I have a trip coming up in 2 weeks that is with like my old drinking friends, and we're going out of town, and I'm a little nervous to break my progress. I'm afraid. But I'm like, I know I don't want to drink, but I'm also like, I know it's going to be hard when it's like just us out in the desert.
Yeah. I know. It's always a test.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a test. But none of my friends really drink anymore, so it's not really ever that hard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so today we are on worst jobs.
Yes.
Worst jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys
Start with us.
Should we start with us?
Yeah.
Worst jobs and why? Or like what was the worst thing?
I've worked so many awful jobs over like the last 10 years of living here, but I feel like the worst job I ever had was being a hostess at Kitchen 24 in West Hollywood.
Oh god. The one on Sunset?
No. And yeah, it was on Sunset.
Yeah.
By the Ramada.
It seems bad if you're gonna call them out by name and location.
Fuck that. No. Okay, so Kitchen 24 in West Hollywood was
which is literally like 24 hours.
The address is no
Yelp them.
Yeah, it literally Yelped them and say that they have glass in the food. It's honestly
Stop.
working at that place, saying it was a den of sin doesn't even begin to cover the monstrosities that occurred there.
Stop.
I did meet one of my best friends working there, so that was fun, but oh my god, I would like work the overnight shifts and it was wretched. Like I was always cleaning up puke. I was always like, people would try and like pay me to they're like, oh, like, go hook us up with this this server. Like we have poppets, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, no,
Poppers.
Poppers. Yeah. Oh my god.
Poppets.
It was, but like the managers were always on coke.
We've got poppets.
And there was such a horrible. I've never done more coke in my life than when I worked there. It was just, I was spinning out. I also got my DUI while I was working there.
Oh, really?
I was 19 working with like everyone. I think I was the youngest person working there. Everyone, 19, 20. And like everyone there was like 30s and up and like doing so much fucking coke. I was like, and way over my head. It was crazy.
I feel like every restaurant job has that environment.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing coke, especially in LA. Like everybody's
especially
doing coke
in
and
LA.
getting fucked up. I remember when I was working at my last restaurant job, we all just like drank on while we were working.
Oh my god!
The bar.
I always was walking around with a soda cup filled with tequila.
Always. Yeah.
I was constantly fucking drunk working this job.
The worst. I remember.
Yeah, and then like you're hooking up with all your coworkers, and it's like, what's going on? It's like
I did that a few times. It was horrible. So bad. You come in hungover. I would come in hungover and then take Adderall with my other coworker who was always just like getting fucked up. She would come in just like party girl ways and be like, I didn't sleep last night.
Yeah.
And like, yeah. And she'd be like, you on a fucking 60 milligrams of Adderall and wine? And it was like 11 a.m. And I'd be like, fuck yeah, girl. Oh, the worst.
And then on my breaks, I would go to the bar that was right down the street. Because there's like a ton of bars in West Hollywood.
Fun.
I would like run to the bar, take like a few shots, go back.
Really?
I would have airplane, and then like I made friends with the hotel staff right next door. And so then whenever I was doing like delivery service, like we would like smoke a blunt in the parking lot, come back. I was like constantly fucked up.
That's what those jobs do to you, though. For some
I
reason,
just feel
they fucking
tired
run
even
you into the
remembering
ground.
it.
Yeah. God, yeah, it's an exhausting existence, restaurant life.
Mm-hmm.
What's yours, Gabby? Your worst job? A restaurant?
And call it out by name.
Name, dates, location.
Should I actually call it out by name?
Yeah.
You don't have to. Probably better if you don't.
Okay,
yeah.
Lee. You guys are being boring.
It starts with a cafe. We'll leave it at that.
And it's filled with gratitude. But
and when you go there, you do have a lot of gratitude. I worked at this certain place for a long time, and that was a hard one. I really did love my coworkers, though. It wasn't the worst restaurant job, but you have customers that are really just so bad, that make it so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Just high maintenance, fucking entitled customers. And I remember like,
the clientele's very snooty.
Yeah, and the place that I worked, one of my good friends who worked there, she was going through a lot of trauma at the time. She was a mother. She was going through like some really dark shit with her child, and she's an immigrant from Mexico, and she just was like the hardest working bitch I've ever met. I love her so much. And I just remember like these shitty customers coming in And my coworker would just be like having mental breakdowns like outside, like trying to contain herself, because like she was going through so much. And like on top of like the stuff that she had with her kid, like she was still like working to get her citizenship, and she was in this like shitty relationship with this guy, like all of the things that were against her. And then people would come into the restaurant and be like, can you take out the spinach in my bowl because I asked for no spinach? And then they'd like get mad at her, and I would just see her like come in and like wipe off the tears from sobbing and be like, I'll get right to that. And you would just be like, fuck you. Like these shitty entitled people while my friend is like dealing with like the worst possible things that could be happening. And that's when I would just like lose faith in people, and I'd be like, you are all such fucking entitled. But then on the other hand, it's like you never know what they're going through either, but also fuck what they're going through. My friend, anyway.
Yeah,
You see evil sides.
You know what you can see, especially from working service industry jobs? You can see who's never worked a service industry job.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone should have to. If I had to make one rule for this country, it would be that everyone has to work minimum 2 years in a restaurant.
Yeah, they should. It's more important than going to high school.
I honestly think it is. Like the most life experience and like the most I've ever learned in my life was working in restaurants.
It's very humbling.
Oh, sometimes too humbling, but very humbling. I've gotten food thrown on me. Like,
yeah,
I don't like that. I'm like, okay.
Oh. Oh my God. I think my worst job was probably working in a juice bar that I worked in for a long time. That was fucking horrible.
Fuck. I hated working in a juice
Juice
bar.
bars are the worst.
It's thankless. Juice bars, being a barista.
Barista's a little bit nicer to me, but the juice bar culture and like having, oh God, and you're just like making smoothies all day, and it's the blender noise over and over and over and over again.
You're constantly cleaning.
Always cleaning. And then if you're not cleaning, they come, like your boss is coming in like, you should be cleaning. And you're like, I cleaned everything. What do you want me to do? I hate that. There's always something to do. Yeah, but there's sometimes not.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's not. Okay.
I've never worked with food.
Okay, Lee, we'll go get a fucking restaurant job and then talk
about
it.
I've worked customer service my whole life, but just not in restaurants.
Customer service is really hard.
Well, Lee, you have a good spirit, so you're the exception. But
well, you can tell his spirit hasn't been broken by a restaurant.
Yeah.
I worked like restaurant adjacent at my last job. It was a music venue, though. I was like, I don't know. I just didn't. I couldn't handle. I don't know.
You couldn't handle food?
I would spit. I would fucking flip out on people. I don't take
God.
shit. I don't take shit.
Yeah.
I was working at this bar on Melrose. Oh my God. I almost said the name, but I won't. I was working at this bar on Melrose.
I like that you called out Kitchen 24, but you're like,
fuck Kitchen 24. Oh my God. Literally. They put a plastic bag in a milkshake one time and then wouldn't take it off the check. They're like, oh, my bad. And I'm like, you fucking crazy.
Stop. Wait, because that just reminded me at one of my old jobs. Somebody came in and there was a cockroach in the sugar. They brought out sugar. There was a cockroach and they were like, there's a fucking roach in the sugar. And my manager was like, I mean, we can give you a free drink. And I was like, no, you cough all of their food.
Yeah, no, you honestly do. You honestly do, you fucking
We
monster.
can give you a free drink.
I mean, so you don't like protein? It's like, no, bitch.
There's a family of roaches in the sugar. Okay.
No,
sorry.
I fucking can't. No, but okay, so I was working at this fucked up bar. Just, I was also punched there while working on Super Bowl Sunday. We love to see it.
Stop.
But on another charming night, I'm working. This woman is being so mean to me. I'm 21 at the time. I go into the back and I'm crying, waiting for her food because she's just like attacking my spirit. And then the kitchen guys loved me. And so they're like, oh, what table is this
Love
for?
the kitchen guys.
And I was like, oh, 412 or whatever. They drop her quesadilla on the ground, kick it back and forth like a soccer ball. They pick up some like floor shit, put it on like crusty crumbs, spiders and shit. They put it soot. They put it on the quesadilla.
Not soot.
Soot. They put it on the quesadilla, and then they go, "All right." And then they hand it to me, and I'm like shaking. I'm like, I can't give that to her. And then my buddy who is a food runner goes, well, I fucking can. He goes, no one makes you cry.
No.
Takes it out, gives it to her. She takes a big old chomp bite. So good. Well, sweetie, you just ate soot and floor goop. She ate it all, cleaned her plate. I was like, damn. So y'all better be nice to your service.
It really is.
They fuck on your food.
That's true, though. Like, I almost like from working in a restaurant, I get like guilt going into restaurants.
I know.
I walk in there and I'm like apologetic. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm in here, please. I'm so sorry. If they give me the wrong food, I'm like,
I'll
it's fine. It's fine. It's so good.
Yummy, 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 yummy.
That is ruthless.
Yeah, no, that was bone chilling. When I saw that, I'm like, I thought this only happened in like movies or something. I'm like,
When I
oh.
worked in a juice bar, there was this guy that was being really annoying to my coworker, and he ordered a smoothie, and she like went into the back, spit a loogie into his smoothie, and gave it to him. And I was like, "Bitch, you're disgusting." And she's like,
Damn.
she was English. She's like, "Fuck him." And I was like, "Girl, I don't know what they teach you in fucking London, but
Yeah, gnarly.
Okay.
Okay,
Shall
let's
we get to it?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay. Do I have a bad attitude today for real?
No, you don't.
Okay, because I just switched up my Wellbutrin and now I'm on 450.
Good for you.
Is that more?
Yeah, I was on
Yeah,
300.
she upped it.
Today's 450.
Nice.
Okay. For 7 years, I worked for my local public works, and what made it the worst job ever for me is the racism I heard from the white dudes. Like flat out using the N-word or making black jokes. Oh, but that isn't just it. Being told to dig in spots that had gas lines, which if we had done would have caused an explosion and killed not only us as workers, but potentially half the town. Hence the call before dig phone numbers on poles by gas lines. People come out to assess it for safety, but my boss at the time said, "You gotta die sometime."
Nope.
And we were fuck that homie. Huh.
Okay.
And we were like, fuck that homie. All right, fuck that homie.
Yeah. Attempted murder. Fuck that homie.
Fuck
okay.
that homie.
Yeah.
Okay, funny. I don't think you intended that to be funny, but it is funny. Should I even go into all the sexist shit? Yeah. The porn in the bathrooms. The comments made about women and teen girls around town during the workday were borderline like, "I'm Chris Hansen, have a seat" shit. I left because of all of it. I stayed for 7 years. I mean, that's a long time. Because of the health benefits it provided so I could get meds for my epilepsy. Honk. But the shitty behavior of grown-ass dudes when I was between 19 and 26 wasn't worth my sanity. So I left and signed some piece of paper officially leaving and got $3,000 from them.
Jesus.
Would you stay in a job that bad for epilepsy medication?
I mean, I get it.
You sound racist.
Shut the fuck up, Gabby. You're a fucking haunted woman
You
today.
sound like a
But
pedophile.
here's the thing. I mean, yeah. But here's the thing: what you do, you stock up on your meds,
Yeah.
and then you quit. Like you get
And
like
you
a
write
3-month
down all
supply.
the stories and then you start stand up.
Yes,
Right?
yes, girl, yeah.
Okay.
And then you sue them and get your bag.
And then you do get your bag. Being told to dig in spots that had gas lines, which if we had done had caused an explosion and killed
That's
not only us.
insane.
That is crazy. Sometimes you gotta die. You gotta die sometimes. And we were like, fuck that homie. Oh, he means like fuck that homie. Like
Yeah.
fuck that comma homie.
You're just putting that together?
Yeah.
I thought you got it.
No, I know. I was like, Gab.
No, I thought he was saying like
Gab. I think we're gonna need to
saying
lower
the
that
guy-
Wellbutrin. We're gonna need to go back to the regular dose
like
because I don't know what's going on
I
today.
literally thought he was saying it to the guy like fuck that homie.
That works that way too.
Okay.
I thought you realized that it worked both ways, and that's. But
No.
sometimes you just get lost. You're just like, okay, I'm gonna read this, and you're not really
No.
thinking.
You know, it was
I
up
was
for the
reading
artist's
it-
interpretation.
Yeah, I was reading it like in the same context of like fuck that guy,
I love that.
but he was saying fuck that
Yeah,
homie.
fuck that, homie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but to be fair,
Hmm.
He didn't use any.
he didn't use
punctuation.
any commas.
I could
So
also
fuck that
pick,
homie.
I could kind of pick up on that too from
Yeah.
the reading, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so fuck that homie. And that sounds like a bad job.
yeah, it sounds
Grammar matters.
Grammar
like a bit of a
matters.
bummer.
Sounds like a bit of a bummer.
Yeah, that is a rough job.
Okay, so but that was attempted homicide, so
Okay, that was attempted homicide.
hard
So
to
you-
top that starting off.
Okay, this isn't so funny. Okay, you'll see.
Okay.
Bad job, bad time. No thanks. Hello, Gabby, Harper-Rose, and Lee. Hey.
Bye.
My first job was at Blockbuster, RIP,
Block blister.
and Blockbuster, and I made $6.66 an hour. But that wasn't what my story is about. Oh, she just wanted to say it. Okay, that's funny.
Okay.
Okay.
You made 666.
Oh, it's a mommy. Okay.
Oh, 666. Oh, yeah, it is a mommy.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, 666.
Okay.
at a Block
Six,
Leister.
six.
My second job was in a
Lister.
bakery. My second job was in a bakery cafe. And as it was pretty cheap, we had some interesting characters coming in. And this is what happens when you work in restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
We had one regular customer who clearly had some kind of learning disability or psychosis, perhaps both. But either way, he really put me on edge. One day, he ordered a pie and sat down with it. About 5 minutes later, he came up to the counter with an empty pie pastry and told us his pie had no meat in it. I'm Australian. We have pies with meat in them.
Okay. Because I thought this was going to go somewhere else. Never mind. I'm with you, girl.
I could put some meat in this pie.
Yeah.
Lee!
I was thinking you just sat down with a full blueberry
That's
pie.
where you were, right? Am I just wrong?
You're not wrong.
All right.
Okay, because you guys are fucking pervert sickos. That's not where I was.
Oh, okay, Gabby. I'm going to fight you after this.
Yeah. So she has a meat pie. There's a meat pie because they're in Australia.
Yeah.
Obviously, we knew this was bullshit. And so we just laughed and said, yeah, because you ate it. Okay.
Okay.
Then he started pacing back and forth
Nope.
in the shop, muttering to himself.
Fuck.
Fuck.
He's going to put a spell on you.
Coming up to the counter saying, you talk to her, but you don't talk to me. He was referring to a little old lady he'd always meet up in the shop and sit with. She was kind, and I'd literally only talked briefly about the weather because she initiated the conversation. He got increasingly frustrated, continuing this behavior for another couple of minutes before he stormed out. It's been about 10 years since I worked there, but sometimes I see this man around and panic. I also have nightmares about him. Love your work, guys. Harper-Rose, you're an angel. Keep kissing me on the forehead, please.
Aw.
Give her a kiss.
Okay.
No. Why'd it have to be so long?
But it was long because she's a sweetie. And I love to kiss my little sweeties on the forehead.
Stop. Okay. See, I'm fucking dead
Yeah.
with
Lee.
that.
That one got me.
We got
We
got a few emails though that are just addressing Harper, being like, Harper-Rose, you're so gorgeous. Harper-Rose, you're an angel.
Aw.
Harper, I love you. And I'm like, huh?
Fuck off.
Yeah, good for you.
Okay, well, if it makes you feel any better, a girl DM'd me and I saw it like a few days. Wait,
Harper-Rose, you
did I
are
not send it?
beautiful. And you know what I get? I get, what the fuck happened to your mouth, bitch? Harper, you are the most beautiful, funniest angel. Gabby, what the fuck is going? Lay off the filler, you stupid, ugly whore! Harper, you are so beautiful. Yeah, I get it.
Gab.
Yeah.
Gabby.
Stop. We had a show the other night at Rec Room, and then afterwards, some guy like wanted to hit on Harper and was telling our friend who's the producer of the show. He was like, "Who's Harper?" Like, I wanna holler at
For
her.
color, it helps if you guys know that these were and there's nothing. I'm not trying to bald shame, but these were the word that's coming to mind is ginormous bald men that work in the porn industry that are also bikers, like in biker gangs.
Yeah.
So that's who's attracted to me.
You don't want this.
I think you're very hot, Gabby.
Okay, Lee.
Lee, what about me?
Stop.
You
stop,
haven't.
stop.
I'm gonna say
I got
something.
one. I got one.
You haven't even looked at me once this entire podcast. You only keep looking at Gabby, and now I'm feeling left out.
Yeah.
Well,
I am fixated.
he's fixated. It's because I cut holes in my pants and I let my pussy hang out.
Why do you have to go to this barbaric place?
I don't know.
Lee,
We got another one.
he
You
finally
guys ready?
just looked at me, and we're 35 minutes
I know,
in.
and he did. And he threw up a little bit.
I know, Lee.
Here's a really good one. You guys ready for this? It's my favorite one yet.
Okay.
Greetings. I am Eric Bigger, the solicitor and executor of a late client who died of kidney cancer with an unidentified family or relative.
This voice is unsettling. Keep
I
going.
am contacting you to stand in as a next of kin to receive his deposit of $6.5 million. For more details, if you're interested, kindly get back urgently. Thank you for understanding. Regards.
So it's spam.
Did I just
Yes,
have a
it's spam.
seizure?
Yeah, no, it's spam.
That was your favorite?
That was
That
my
was your
favorite.
favorite work story?
Yeah, it was my favorite one.
I'm not even trying to be funny. I didn't retain one word that you just said because that voice was so unbecoming. It was like
can
it was
reread it.
trying to
Greetings.
Don't
No,
reread it.
Gabby,
I
you don't
am
want to hear
Eric
it.
Bigger.
Gabby, I don't know if you
The
could tell by the
solicitor
silence, but it
and
wasn't funny to
executor
anyone except for
of a
you.
late client
You bombed, Gabby.
who
Don't
died
read it
of
again.
kidney cancer
It's not funny,
with
Gab.
an unidentified family or relative.
Gabby, it's not. It's even less funny.
I am
around.
contacting you
Gabby,
to
you're
stand
bombing it.
in as a next of kin
I don't know. It's kind of funny the second time.
No, it's
to
not.
receive his deposit of $6.5 million.
No, Gabby. Again,
Okay, so I'll fucking email Eric
him right
Bigger.
now.
not
Let's hit
someone
him up.
honking.
You're gonna be fucking jealous when I email Eric Bigger
And you get 6.5
and I get
mil.
6.5 mil,
No, I won't.
and I'll be sitting fucking hot with that
No,
moolah money,
I don't like what's happening.
and I will slide pennies under your door and say,
Pennies. Okay.
I'll slide pennies under your door and say,
Pennies.
eat up, little honky. Anyway, shout out.
Penny eating bitch.
Yeah, I'll shove my fucking.
That was an interesting choice, Lee. We'll talk about that after.
Oh, we're not friends today. None of us.
No,
are
I know
friends.
none of. Why we all came in here with beef for some
We're
reason.
fucking beefing. Lee thinks I'm an ugly penny-eating slob. Gabby's trying to get off on this fucking spam mail.
Yeah.
I'm pissed.
No, I think where it started was when you tried to outdo me on the cousin thing, but you didn't know what I knew.
I didn't try and outdo you on
She
the
tried
cousin
to outdo
thing.
me.
No, I did not. You just wanted to be lord of the information, and you couldn't stomach the fact. You couldn't fucking handle the fact that mommy did her research too. Okay? And it was from a little boy on TikTok. That sounded not good. Lee, don't ever put that in.
I can't smile. I got filler
Can
right
you
here.
stop touching? You're giving me anxiety. You've been touching all these things, and you're going to give yourself pimples if you keep touching your face. And you have really beautiful skin, and it's going to be infested if you keep touching it. That was helpful.
I'll carry on.
Lee.
No, don't talk to Lee because he's going to call you a bitch again.
I know, Lee. That was honestly intense.
You look sad.
Okay. Lee, I'm
It
just
wasn't
kidding. I'm just
intense,
kidding.
Lee.
It wasn't intense. I'm a penny eating bitch. Okay.
It was Gabby's words.
They
I was acting. I was living through Gabby.
He was living through me.
Okay.
Okay.
I was embodying a character.
It's okay, Lee.
It's
We forgive you.
Lee, it's okay.
We don't think that you're a sexist pig.
Lee, I do think that you think I'm ugly, but it's okay.
Yeah.
What have I done?
Just leave.
No.
No, Lee, you are the backbone of this podcast.
Yeah, Lee, you know I'm codependent on you.
Okay, so are you guys ready for the next one?
Yeah, we honestly are.
I'm fucking hot with this hat on. I got it.
Okay,
Is this okay for you, Lee?
don't.
Why are we all combative today?
Is this hat hair?
You look great. You look so good.
Yeah, well, we know Lee thinks you look great. Just kidding.
It's turning into fight night. Okay, ready?
This is the worst job.
Yeah. This is all of our worst jobs.
I'm sweating through my fucking sweater. Okay.
Oh, because your tits are so big.
What the fuck?
Or are you getting hot because your tits are so big?
Stop.
You having titty sweat?
Stop.
Yeah, it must be fucking nice.
Just read. God. Don't snort, Gabby.
Okay. You need to air out your titties. Okay, I'll read. Jesus Christ. Twist my arm. Shit job. I graduated.
Don't do the tongue thing. Don't, Gabby.
I graduated from
Don't.
college in 2009. Okay, you old fuck. That's when I graduated high school.
Jesus Christ.
Why are we turning on them now?
Fuck.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
Mama.
Oh my God.
right.
Okay, you old fuck.
You old geriatric piece of Okay, I graduated in college from 2009, which would make you 74 years old, which was right after the economy took a massive dump.
How do you remember that? Okay.
Yeah. Great Depression. Okay, so the economy takes a massive dump. Then I moved to Atlanta and I couldn't find a job anywhere. I got turned down at Burger King and Pizza Hut. Shit sucked. I found a place called, I can't believe they denied you. What the fuck? I found a place called the Cattle Exchange on Craigslist that was hiring salespeople for meat. A door-to-door meat salesman. I sat through 2 days of training where I learned how to sell meat to strangers. I also learned that almost everybody there was a felon because the training manager asked how many people were felons, and almost everybody raised their hands,
That's good that they hire felons.
including the trainer.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's so funny.
Band of brothers.
The third day was our on-the-job training, so I connected with a dude named Tim,
Triggered.
and off we went.
Triggered.
The van had one of those freezers in the back that looks like a tall coffin. However, the locking mechanism didn't work, so we put a chunk of concrete on top, which would fly off every time I hit the brakes. Oh yeah, I had to drive because Tim didn't have a license. So you guys are hauling around meat in the back of a
Just
van.
slabs of meat.
Yeah, that has concrete over the top, holding this thing together. Okay, here's the training I got from Tim. Look for dopers. We drove to the shittiest parts of Atlanta to try and find people who were cool with buying large portions of semi-frozen meat from two random dudes in a van. Believe it or not, nobody wanted our meat.
Okay.
We eventually got a couple tall cans of malt liquor and took a break. Tim told me that getting a little drunk makes the sales process easier. Technically, he was the professional, so I wasn't going to argue with him. He had me drive all over the city. We visited his friends. We drank more beer. And at one point, he seemed to feel bad we hadn't made a sale. There was no hourly rate. You just get a percentage on whatever you sell.
Oh.
So he gave me $5 as a down payment on the riches we were sure to make, I guess. The day ended in an alleyway outside of a motorcycle shop where his brother worked. Dudes were drinking 40s and smashing them on the ground when they finished. There was a big-ass pit bull chained to the bed of a truck. He was actually very nice. We became good friends. It was quite a departure from the whitewashed suburb of Wisconsin where I grew up. It felt like being in a DMX music video, and it kind of ruled. But we didn't sell any meat. We bothered people pumping gas. We knocked on doors. Tim fucking shouted out the window at people, "Hey man, I got a steak at hood prices. $3 a cut." I even adopted a fake Southern accent for a while to try a familiarity angle with people, but I guess my "hey y'all" didn't connect.
Fuck.
Nobody bought shit, which means we didn't make any money. I didn't come back for another day of work, which means I spent 3 days at this place, and the only money I made was the $5 Tim gave me out of pity. Factoring all the hours together, that put my hourly rate at about 20 cents an hour.
Okay.
20 cents an hour is what I'm going to pay you when I make that 6.5 million.
Okay, I'm over you. But
That's a wild job.
that is crazy.
That's a fucking
$3 a cut. What?
Hey y'all, who wants some meat? That's such a
Door-to-door meat. What would y'all do? Knock, knock, knock. Meat for sale.
Yeah, hey, you guys want a steak?
Y'all want a slab?
Yeah, who wants a slab?
Lee,
There's
would
like
you
the
buy it? Yes or no?
Definitely. I'm such a mark. I buy everything.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I'm the worst.
Do
I'm
you
so happy I asked.
really?
I am the kind of guy that like buys from infomercials and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. I like a good sales pitch. It really gets me going.
What did
I
you
like
think
that.
of this sales pitch?
I don't know if you hit me at the right time, and
Yeah.
you know,
You're
and,
feeling
like,
hungry for some
and
meat,
and like that
hungry.
y'all was really on point.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, he
y'all.
might
Maybe
get
if you
me.
like drew it out. Hey, y'all.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like one of those.
yeah. My wallet's already out.
Yes, yes. Kind
That
of
is
reel you in.
That's a fucking hilarious job.
I've never heard of that before. I didn't even know that was possible to go door to door selling. I have heard of knives, cleaning,
Yeah.
service,
But I
whatever.
guess in
But
Atlanta, they got meat to meat.
ATL, yeah,
That's so fucking funny.
that's so,
My favorite part of that story is how they had to put a slab of concrete to keep the door shut
yeah.
from the meat sliding out.
And then they just like drink for 3 days. Like,
Yeah.
we didn't make a sale.
Yeah.
I guess the fuck
They
not.
just drive around hanging out with buddies.
But you know what?
Hilarious.
I think the memories were more important than the sales.
I agree.
Meat at hood prices.
Yeah, meat at hood prices.
That is so fucking funny.
Hilarious. Okay. You guys ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Yeah. How are your hot tits doing over there?
I'm fucking pissed. Don't, Gabby.
When I was
Gotcha.
when I was 17, I worked as an activity aide at a nursing home for dementia Alzheimer's residents. Basically, my job was to hang out with them and paint their nails, read them the newspaper, do puzzles and other stuff to keep them busy. One day, my coworker texted me and let me know that there was a scabies outbreak. I was so freaked out by it, and there was no way I was going into work that day. So I called my boss and made up an elaborate lie about how my grandma was really sick and I had to go out of town to be with her, and that I didn't know how long I was going to be gone. So I had to quit and couldn't come in anymore. She told me I was being unprofessional, and I cried, LMAO. But I'm really glad I quit because my coworker, who did go to work, ended up getting scabies. Fuck that. Also, there was a really old resident who I bonded with who started repeatedly telling me, the gates are open, the gates are open, as she pointed up to the sky. And then she passed away a few days later. She had been talking about the gates of heaven and knew she was going to pass. And that makes me think that maybe heaven's real, LOL.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
From-
that ended kind of in a tender way.
Have
From
you guys
scabies
ever-
to heaven.
Have you guys ever had like scabies or bed bugs or anything like that?
No,
Have
but my
you?
friend did and said that it was so hard to get rid of the scabies.
So my roommate got scabies, and I was the only one that I don't know, was high enough to rub the lotion on his scabie back.
Stop.
Yeah. It didn't go through our apartment, but I never got anything like that, like bed bugs or anything like that, but I know people who have. Like my best friend just got out of a bad bed bug infestation that literally his upstairs neighbor had bed bugs so bad that they were coming down through the walls.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
What?
Eh,
It's like burn it down at that point.
He had to
Just
burn
burn it the fuck
everything.
down.
He's had to get rid of all his belongings twice because of bed bugs.
Seriously?
Oh, that happened to my friend. It happened- Oh, I don't know if I should have said his name, but yeah, no. My buddy got bed bugs.
I can.
I like
take
that
the
you
name
said.
out.
I like
Okay.
that you said
don't
I
know
should
if
Can we
say
beep
his name.
it?
Yes.
Oh, we got to beep it. Okay, but yeah, so
Okay.
he got bed bugs twice, and I remember the first time he was like, Harper, I need you to come over with whatever cleaning supplies you had. And so I'm like, okay, so I came over with like a little tool belt. I was like ready to go, and then he lifts up his mattress, and it was
No.
y'all. I'm not kidding. Just imagine whatever you're imagining, double it.
Oh.
Like
No.
it was horrific. It was a crime scene
No.
of bugs, and it was all stained, and it's like
No.
kind of bloody because like they go up and bite you and then take it back to like their little colony, and it was so putrid. And then I was like, baby, you're gonna have to move because this isn't it.
No.
Yeah. No, you can't save that.
You cannot.
What do you do
No,
with your
you throw
clothes
all
and
that
stuff?
shit
Do you have to
away.
throw everything away?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He washed it like 3 times and was able to save the clothes.
You can save clothes if you hot dry. You have to like super hot dry.
Oh my god, it was so. I've seen some disgusting things in my day, and this I think is like top. Probably, yeah. I think that was the most disgusting thing.
How
I've
did you
ever
get out
seen.
of there without bringing bed bugs back to your house?
Well, I walked in and I saw that and I said, I'm a good friend, but I'm not that good. You know what I mean? And so then I was like, this is.
you have to like get a
I'm gonna have
hazmat
to-
suit.
Mhm.
Oh,
I mean, I was
that's so
completely
gross.
concealed and everything. We had like trash bag, but I was like, no. No,
So
no.
scabies, what? It's like a skin disease, right?
Yeah. They like burrow. They're like little bugs that
And
like
they burrow in your
burrow into like the top layer of your skin, and
and
they
it's
like lay
spread
their eggs
through.
in there.
It's sex. Wait,
It's just dirty.
right?
It's just dirty living conditions. My friend got it from a girl's house.
my friend got it from sleeping
Really?
with someone
Yeah,
and
it's just like a dirty.
and thought it was
bed.
herpes, and it turned out to be scabies.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Mhm.
A dirty bed?
yeah. Like if there's like, I think you get it from like dirty sheets.
They're like little
Huh.
fleas, essentially,
Yeah.
right?
So what you're saying is that I should wash my sheets.
So I don't wash my sheets off enough. 100% don't. Should.
How often
don't.
do you wash your sheets?
Every like 6 weeks.
Lee, don't.
Okay, well, I got you beat.
I knew you did. That's why I said
You
it.
guys.
I'd say once every 2.5 months.
Yeah, that's where I was. I was at about once every like 6 months until
Okay,
I
you're
was about,
supposed to be
So you
switching
never got
until I was about
scabies.
30. Yeah, no, I never got it.
Look at us.
I heard, I don't do it this much, but I heard you're supposed to switch your sheets every 3 days and like pillowcases and everything.
See
But I
ya.
do it once a week.
You're good at that. I always see you doing fucking laundry.
I do it when I start breaking out.
Yeah, you wait for it to get me too. Which is reminding me I should probably go wash mine today.
I'm getting stressed out.
Do you have quarters at home?
Yes.
Can I borrow some?
Yeah.
I'll Venmo you. I gotta wash them sheets.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. We ready for the next one? Look at us with our dirty fucking sheets. Like,
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Honestly, I'm gonna get scabies just sitting here. Fuck. Don't honk.
We're going extra long because we skipped a week.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just go long, and then
Oh,
we'll do however many
Lee, are you
stories
mad at
you
me?
have.
Yeah.
I'm pissed.
I just got a DM.
Why?
Can I read it to you?
What? A DM?
Your friend Harper is so pretty. Yes, she is.
Just a platform to start pimping Harper.
Literally, I told you I've got like 3 emails this week that are like, your friend Harper is so pretty. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm so sorry. Okay, ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, well, this one I'm seeing in caps. Have you ever sucked a black cock? I'd give a lot right now to come in you. So we'll start with this one. That jumped out at me. So it better be a good one. My worst job was also my best job. I worked in Atlantic City, New Jersey as a cocktail waitress in a casino. It was sort of like a Hooters-esque gig. I had just turned 18 and was going to school, and I thought it would be a great gig to put me through school. I started working, and the uniform was okay. It was definitely risque, but not too bad. My first day on the job, I saw someone videotape my ass as I was walking. I told my bosses, and they said that they would notify security, but nothing ever came of it. First red flag. There was so much other shit. Like my coworker would notify. Like my coworker and I had to fill out forms to file a security complaint because we had a stalker. The same guy who would follow us, eye us up, and say inappropriate stuff. He would bring different women with him all the time, and he said it's to make me jealous because he loved me so much. It was usual for guys to hit on us and say crude stuff, but the money was so good that all the servers complained about the harassment together, but we knew management saw it as part of the job. That's so fucked up.
Especially in a casino.
Yeah.
That's dangerous. That's disgusting.
It's so fucked up. Like, this is the shit that women do have to put up with in secret.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, it sucks. There are 2 wild stories that stand out to me. Hell yeah. The first one was when I was working a party selling tall boys out of a cooler. One guy, probably like 5'1". I'm 5'8". Okay, little fucking, that's a tiny boy.
goddess.
Come on, that's a
5'1" is small. Yeah, just go
5'1".
kill yourself.
Yeah, honestly. Lee's on one today.
Like that was me. Like that was all me.
Lee,
Lee.
you're being really serious today.
Lee, that was
Lee, you're being kind of mean today, Lee.
So she is, okay.
Gabby.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Get out of your system. You good?
Gabby.
You good?
Gabby.
Yeah. You good? Why does it look like there's pain in your eyes, Honk? Look, they're watering.
Yeah, she's crying.
What if I did?
You were really making yourself cry?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you scare me. You scare the shit out of me.
I know, isn't she scary?
No, it's because the light.
No,
You
it's because
just
she.
100% made yourself
Hey,
cry.
Lee.
Yeah, she did.
You definitely can turn that on at will.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, go
Okay.
back.
So he's
Okay.
5'1", short. I'm 5'8", tall. Comes up to me, and the first thing he said was, "You ever sucked a black cock?" And it was so loud, I screamed, "What?" And he had the audacity to repeat it louder, yelling, "Have you ever sucked a black cock? I'd give a lot right now to come in you, you fucking snow bunny."
Oh.
Ew. He
Okay.
proceeded to keep spewing terrible stuff at me when I told him I wasn't interested. I just thought it was kind of funny. Like, who gave this guy the confidence, LMAO? Yeah, for 5'1". The second story is that I was working a football game, big gamblers, and this lard of a man, seriously, the trifecta of hick, neck, beard, beer belly, and receding hairline, was hitting on me all day. Ew. He and his boys kept asking me to come up to their hotel room and do blow. Lee, as a waitress, you're scared of being perceived badly because the customers can gyp you on a huge tip. We're talking checks worth hundreds and thousands. So I just brushed it off. A lot on the line here. Then the Philadelphia Eagles scored a touchdown, and this fuck comes up to me, swings me across his shoulder, so I'm face to face with his disgusting ass crack, and continued to run with me around the casino as I'm yelling, "Put me down, you fuck." It was so fucked that I would report instances like this all of the time, and management did nothing about it. Bottle girls and cocktail waitresses have it so tough. PSA, if you're out on the town, tip your bottle girls. They go through so much bullshit not to get paid. Fortunately, that job set me up financially for school, and I bought a car with my tips, but I stopped working there when COVID hit.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that is
I
a
fucking
whirlwind.
bet. Because also, like, when I used to go to clubs, you fucking see that shit. It's like, there'll be like a table full of guys and like the beautiful cocktail servers coming over, and they act so fucking entitled to their bodies. And it's fucking disgusting.
It's so bad.
Yeah, those type of waitresses like are treated like strippers.
They are.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah.
Not even that people should treat strippers that way.
No, of course not.
No,
But like,
yeah, they shouldn't, but
But it's like,
but you're objectified like that.
yeah, you are. You're like you're treated like you're, it's okay. I don't know why. Like, it's a waitress. Would you do that at a restaurant?
No.
Yeah.
it's an entitlement,
Although some
though.
people would.
Mm-hmm.
God, that's so
Have you
bad.
guys ever been like aggressively sexually harassed like that at work?
No.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
You have?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I
I used to,
haven't.
at the bar that I used to work with. Wow, I can't even speak. At the bar I used to work at on Melrose, I was like one of the only girls that worked there, and it was like a rock and roll bar or whatever. And so like like grunge people would come in, and like it was super fun. I like until like it hit about like 1 a.m, and then I feel like at any bar like it gets like that. But then around like like midnight to 1 a.m, that's like when like a flip was switched, and people
Yeah.
would start grabbing and whatnot. I mean, like I was punched in the face there. Like a guy followed me into the bathroom and tried to lock me in the stall
Stop.
with him. I'm like, okay. This one guy came up to me and like grabbed my fucking vagina.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I said vagina just so you really get the imagery of how fucked up
Not
it was.
sopping pussy, but vagina.
No.
Dry.
Dry.
My fucking vagina. Okay.
Dude.
And it was awful. I mean, I left crying so many times. And then like I started therapy around that time. And then my therapist was like, you need to quit because this is like bad for your spirit. And then that's when I started working in a coffee shop, and I was like, wow, I am so poor. But because I was like, the money was really good. So I was, and then I started
the money
comedy.
to get, it's like you have to put up with it to get sexually harassed.
It's just, and like, again, I would tell my manager and they'd be like, crazy. Anyway, scoodly beep.
yeah,
bop,
but how
boop.
good
And I'm
are
like,
your tips? How good
Yeah.
are your tips?
well, your tips are better than ours. So doodly
yeah.
dee. And I'm
you
like,
just got
okay.
roofied in the bathroom, but
Mhm.
you
Or
made
like
money.
when I would be walking, like to get my attention,
Oh my
guys would just
God.
grab me and like yank me over. I'm like, okay. I would always wake up the next morning with like bruises and shit from people grabbing.
Oh my god.
It's so fucked
And that's just
up.
not like a bar, like being a cocktail server. Like it's
where like, and especially when people are dropping that kind of money, they feel so entitled to just do whatever they want.
Yeah, they really do.
Or like following, like I've heard, like one of my friends was a cocktail server, and she would get followed out of the club.
So my mom
so
was a
bad.
cocktail server in Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
and she would have she would have to have people, like, she would never leave the building unless somebody walked with her.
Yeah, you
And
have
she-
to have
and she was
No
a cocktail
fucking
server.
way.
She was a cocktail server all the way up, like, through high school and into college. And her dad used to come and sit outside where she was working and wait for her to get off work.
Fuck.
Yeah, this was in the 80s. You know, there was nothing like this telling people not to do that. Nobody was saying anything.
Yeah, of
Stop.
course.
It's so bad.
It's fucking scary.
It is fucking scary. The shit women have to put up with. Worst job story. Short but sweet. I was stripping and giving a 70-plus-year-old man a lap dance, and he pissed on me.
Read that one more time.
Yeah, got it. Worst job story. I was stripping and giving a 70-plus-year-old man a lap dance, and he pissed on me.
Was he like trying to come and then he?
Yeah, he
100%.
pissed. You think?
100%. Yes.
You really think?
Yo,
I was thinking maybe it was just fully
Or
cum.
maybe he was just incontinent. Yeah. And
Yeah.
like, couldn't hold it. But like, he was definitely like
He
relaxed.
Fully pissed.
Was it like a little? Was it like a little sprit? Was it a little spritz of piss, or was it like full throttle fucking?
Sounds like it was a full throttle.
It sounds like it was
piss your
like Niagara
pants.
Falls up in that bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure did.
I'm sorry, girl.
Keep this in the podcast. Harper just had a seizure. We're cutting it out, but she did have a seizure while we were sitting here.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It wasn't
was
bad.
Just, yeah,
She went quiet though, and we were like, "What's going on?" And she was just sitting there shaking, and I was like, and Leah and I were like, "Did we hurt your feelings?" And she didn't answer. It's because she was having a seizure on camera.
Yeah.
We won't add the seizure in the episode, but hey, honk.
Hey,
You feeling cute?
mm-hmm.
Where does your brain go when you have a seizure? Like, what is happening when that's
It's
happening?
just totally just like the best way I can describe it is, have you guys ever taken a hit from a bong or something, and like those first few seconds after you rip it, it's like your brain is just completely in like a cloud or like in a fog.
That's what it looked like.
That's kind of like what it is, and it's like I can hear you talking to me, but I can't make out what you're saying. It's like
really? Really?
That's like what it sounds like. So it's like the Charlie Brown like voices or something.
Don't you have new medication, don't you?
It's coming. Yeah.
We're on a lapse. Yeah.
I just got health insurance.
You know I have.
I know.
And we were having a lot of fun. So it was.
We had a lot of fun. While you were over there seasoned, we were fucking laughing. We were going like, we were like, ha 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 ha.
Stop.
Little Miss Epilepsy over there. Guess you won't know because you were in season.
Okay.
It looked more like a panic attack than anything. It's like that's how I get like with panic attacks.
I like want to see what it looked, or like, can you like, what did it look like?
I'll cut it out and I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless you think it's really funny and we should keep it on the episode.
It literally looks like nothing. It literally just looked like
you were just like this.
You just weren't home. Yeah.
Yeah. You were just kind of sitting there, and I was like, is she just thinking really hard about something?
Well, you can, for some seizures you cannot get out of. You're going to have them.
So scary.
I feel like I'm talking very much. Okay.
No,
But
not.
you're just like, you can kind of get out of it, but then, like there's no way to get out of it. But then for some of them, like I could kind of feel my arm trembling.
Yeah.
And so then I was just like focused. I was just like zeroing in. It's like, do not see. It's like, I don't know. I can like sometimes try and fight it a little bit.
Oh, I could see your
So-
Do
arm
I sound
trembling.
psychotic?
No.
How are we feeling? Did we talk through it?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
okay?
I feel better.
Okay.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We can wrap up anyway. There's nothing really that interesting anymore.
Dude,
The next story is long. It's okay.
we'll save it for a compilation,
Yeah.
and let's get into advice.
Okay. Is there something you both absolutely will not bring up on tea time?
No, I think, yeah, no. I don't really think anything is off limits.
Yeah, I don't.
No, I don't have anything that I'm like scared to talk about.
my boyfriend did ask me to stop sharing. So I mean, he didn't even technically ask. He was just like, well, when you share so much about your hookup stories, I don't want to listen. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So I've tried to tone it down a little bit to be respectful,
Yeah.
but I'll still like, if something comes up, like I'm going to talk about it. Like,
Yeah. I have to be more considerate too of like not saying like really intimate shit about my relationship because like my head just like wants to go there and be like, but like I can't do
so
that.
Shane, sorry for the beginning of this
So,
podcast.
Shane,
but-
sorry for the beginning saying that you want to fuck your cousin.
It doesn't feel like you guys hold back though, and even like being considerate doesn't mean we're holding back.
Yeah, no.
So you
I
think-
don't even think we're physically capable of holding back.
Yeah. Yeah.
You said that you were asked a specific advice for Gabby.
Yes, it was about lip injections. Like, how do
Wait,
you?
really?
Yeah, how do you just? It was like, how do you decide where to go? And like, because there's different. You were saying you got like Russian lips or something.
Yeah. I kind of think that's bullshit though. Now
Really?
that I've done more research into it.
Okay.
Yeah. I just decided where to go because I went to so many bad injectors, and then finally some girl on Instagram DM'd me and was like, my girl goes to this girl. I've seen her work in real life. It's amazing. And I was like, I'll check it out. And I found her. I went on her Instagram and I was like, God, she does do really good work. And I just started going to her and she's the best.
Okay. Amazing. So just kind of like trial by error.
Yeah, but you kind of also don't want to do that because it's expensive. It's an expensive thing to trial by error. And they can really fuck up your lips like they did to mine before I found the girl that I really like.
Now, the girl that you like, is she like, okay, I can kind of fix what?
She did.
Yeah.
She did kind of fix, but there's still shit like going over the top. Like I still had it migrate outside, and I look at old pictures of myself and I'm like, oh yeah, that shit was bad. Like it was out of my lips, and she really fixed that. But let's see. How to did we answer this one? How to quiet suicidal thoughts?
I think we did touch upon
Did we
it.
talk
We kind of
in the
touched upon it.
in the first one.
Huh.
Either get medicated. I definitely get into therapy.
Reach out.
Mhm.
I was having those in 2020 and they were getting loud. Honey.
Yeah.
They're getting real loud, but
I've never had them.
that's good.
To me, it's more of a freedom thing.
You've never had suicidal thoughts?
No, to me, it's like, well, this could all just be over and I'd be done with it, and it's like a relieving thought. But it's never really felt like something I would act upon.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just too many people love you, even if it feels like you just can't do that. There's just too many people that love you. Even if it's one singular person, you cannot do that to another. You can't take yourself out.
Yeah, and if that's not enough for you, it's a very selfish thing to do.
It's so selfish.
Yeah.
Watch the movie Wrist Cutters.
Okay. Unless you're somebody who's in like excruciating nonstop physical pain.
Nope. That was an interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Sometimes people are in nonstop pain and they have to kill themselves because they can't stop being in pain.
Gabby.
Okay, we
Don't-
can rationalize suicide after in 90 minutes into the podcast, I guess.
No.
Don't do it.
Gabby, don't say that to someone if someone's sick. Like, that's really a dangerous thing to say. Don't.
Don't do it.
Jesus.
We forgot how we started this episode. It was so long ago that we forgot how
Well, yeah.
we started with a very aggressive energy.
Yeah, we did.
It did. And then my energy dramatically changed
mine
after I
did
just
too.
seized out. And now I'm just feeling like very delicate and sensitive. And
Okay, so we've got one more thing of advice. We'll go back
Okay.
to stories next week. How to stop finding I'll answer this one. How to stop finding guys with long hair and face tattoos hot.
Oh, we did this one.
God damn it, we did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, those are old ones that I have saved, and today we didn't really have any new good ones. They were just like, how do I deal with COVID? I don't know. Stay inside.
COVID, get the booster.
Get the booster or don't.
Over.
If you make out with someone who is vaccinated, then you're good.
I had a COVID scare last week. So
Mm-hmm.
I
But
didn't
you're
get it,
negative,
though,
baby.
'cause I'm fucking
How'd you
strong.
feel?
Negative.
Were you scared?
No, not really. I was just like, whatever. If I have it, I have it. I mean, it would suck if I did, but like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Well,
Didn't New York just go back into from that new variant? They just went back into like having
Did
to.
they?
I
don't
think
know.
so.
I'm not paying attention.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
this was a rowdy episode. This was a real rowdy episode of Tea Time. If you guys like our chaotic fighting, my seizing, please tell a friend about us. Whether you love it or you hate it, tell a friend. Because we gotta grow this, honey.
We do gotta grow this. Like, subscribe, and keep sharing.
Send this to your cousin. If you like this, send this to your cousin.
Thanks for your stories this week. Next week we will have the next prompt out this week.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're working on trying to like announce prompts in this moment.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
But we were a little distracted before we started recording, so we'll get on that next week. We're tightening up.
Yeah, we're tightening it up.
We're tightening it all right.
Interesting episode.
Very interesting. Yeah, I feel like we just kind of took you guys on a roller coaster.
Yeah. You let us know if you thought it was funny.
Unless
what
you're
you thought of
unless
it.
you're my mom, don't listen to this.
See you guys next Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.